What's up everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Conversation. I'm your one and only host, Mark Brandon, and today I'm chilling with a super producer, Mr. Riccobeatz the 808. Tuko ndani ya session leo. I'm gonna be having a live recording, guys, so come on, let's go check this out.
Oh good.
Fresh, man. We're here.
Thing that make you smile. You're the reason that I got it. They say that I'm gonna change. I'ma be different every day. You know that I like it. When you go different on my bed. They say that I'm gonna change. I'ma be different every day. You know that I like it. When you go different on my bed. She got everything I need. She got everything I feel. You're my everything.
Vipi mse?
Poa sana manze.
Good?
I'm good kwaje?
I'm very happy to be here. Manze, mimi kwa fan wako mbigi sana na mamziki zako.
Nashukuru manze, nashukuru sana.
Sasa hiyo jina Riccobeatz.
Riccobeatz, Mr. 808.
I've formed it from my real name. I have like 4 names. The 2 of them are Ernest and Eric. From Eric I got Rico.
Na mbona uko na jina mbili za kizungu?
I'm a staunch Catholic, so there's a certain point where you do those catechism classes, and then when you reach a certain level you get a new name. So that's how I got the second English name, Eric, in high school. Yeah, I am.
And where exactly do you come from?
My home county? I come from Siaya County.
Siaya.
Yeah, uko kwa baba. Hapo tu kando.
Okay. So, nini likupatia drive ya kujua mziki ndio kitu ungetaka sana kufanya?
I used to get interested highly in just getting to know how the whole process goes, from the way an artist goes to the studio, the laying of the vocals, to the making of the beat, the mixing and mastering. I was just curious to know the whole process from as early as class 6, you know, from the instrumental to the recording, you know, how everything is done.
And what was your first project?
I was in Form 3 when I produced my first full song for some students in our school. And it was a good experience because the song used to be played in school and, you know, they would perform it. And it was a big thing back then, back in high school.
Wow.
So, you know, that really gave me the push to advance it later. Yeah.
So in short, ngoma zenu zilikuwa za funky?
Funky, hizi ma talent shows za chuo, ma closing day, cultural nights, you know. Yeah. Back then we would...
Exactly.
I did high school in 3 schools.
3 schools?
Yeah.
Hiyo ni red flag when marui
si ile kufukuzwa shuleni ile. I couldn't settle easily in one place. Yeah, but so I was in St. Mary's Yala from 1. From 2 I was in Nakuru Boys High School, and then from 3 and 4 I was in Lukenya School, just here in Athi River. So that's where I managed to sharpen the talent more actually.
That major project that ilikutoa na uka feel very proud of, ilikuwa gani exactly?
In 2015 I did my first mainstream project with King Kaka. It was called Gerara Here. I just took some funny vocal samples of a Nigerian comedian and did a soundtrack with it, and that's how we got to do the track. So
was that what brought him out?
No, he was already there. That's what brought me out. Yeah, so he had it and then he reached out to me and was like, "Yo Rico, I have an idea, I think we can do this and this." And we had the studio session and the rest is just history.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and then later after that I got to do Mazishi. Then later I got to link up with Femi 1, and from there I was also getting more other artists to work with. Yeah.
Interesting. Femi 1 ilikuwa when exactly mkaanza kuwork na yeye?
Femi 1 tulianza kuwork 2016. Yes, I remember I was in 4th year. Yeah. And we did some tracks. We did Pila Unjeri, we did Ja, and many others. Some that have never even been released. Yeah.
Okay. And have you ever faced any sort of challenges along your way? Especially
Definitely.
with those artists that you were working with.
Yeah, definitely challenges are there. From the challenge of, you know, getting the top equipment, and then to the challenges of, you know, when you get a new artist, you have to build your chemistry with them. You have to really work over a long period of time so that you guys can actually be able to understand what each other wants, you know. The challenge of working with upcoming artists is you have to go slow with them, you know. You have to take them through the basics from zero. You have to be very patient. Yeah, but it's a good thing. It gives me a new experience each time I work with a new upcoming artist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When you were starting up the studio, ulikuwa na sponsors maybe, ama ulijanjaruka tu kivyako and you set the whole thing up na ukaanza from there?
Yeah, I just did it, manze. I just worked and saved up and got everything. Yeah.
When did you open your first studio?
That was back in 2018.
2018?
Yeah, before that I was just in the bedroom with a laptop and some cheap headphones. Yeah. But that's how I got to make good instrumentals like Mazishi, Rantings, you know them days.
Riccobeatz.
Apart from music, are you a family man?
For now,
you're a successful producer.
for now, my attention is just all into this. It really needs a lot of attention, and I don't think I'm ready to change my focus anytime soon. Not yet.
Any new projects, maybe major projects coming?
You can check out Femi1's album. We just released it about a week ago. A lot of good projects coming from King Kaka, Nadia Mkami, Major, and more, just to mention a few.
Femi1's album, did you work on the entire project by yourself?
I worked on literally half of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has a total of 14 tracks.
She's so much close to you. How do you guys work together?
There's just a good chemistry that we've built over the last 5 years. You know, you understand this is how this person works. You know, the type of beats that she'd like, the type of ideas, how she works, her best times to record, you know. Yeah. And
do you ever face challenges when creating any sort of music?
You know, as creatives, especially producers, we work with a mood. There's a time you can create, and there's a time you don't have that peace. And when you don't have peace, you cannot create.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you get an idea, even if you're sleeping in the middle of the night, it's good you have a small setup somewhere nearby where you can go and just put it down. You know, because if you wait to do it, maybe some days after the studio, you'll find that the mood goes and that vibe fades away.
So where do you see Riccobeatz Studios in an year after now?
Somewhere where I cannot imagine. I want to believe that, because I'm really planning to do big things. Yeah, not just music wise, but also exploring other avenues, just in the music business still.
So most people think that producers only work on music alone.
Yeah.
And have you ever gotten an opportunity to be part of any sort of a commercial?
Yes, I've done that before, and I think that's where I'm going to venture in more in the near future. Yeah, of course, with also movies and doing scores and all that.
Do you have anyone signed under you?
This year I'm going to put it out there officially. Yeah.
It's in the pipeline, like it's a process being worked on.
Yes.
But you can't give the information to me right now.
Yes.
Why is
Maybe
that so?
I just want to make sure that everything is set before I can make it official. Because you know, for you to sign someone, it's a long-term thing. So you really need to know so much about them before you can put it down on paper.
Me as a client, nimekuja and I'm asking what the rates are. Maybe I want to do a song or I want to do a complete album. How would you charge me?
Basically, it varies, depending on a lot of things. From the time that we will need to put in work for that project, you know, the studio time, to the instrumentals, creation and all that. So yeah, on average 20K, around there, we can do something Some artists are not able to raise that, so we just negotiate. And you know, instrumentals don't have fixed prices. And for me, like, I have a website whereby I sell some of them abroad, and some people out there are even willing and able to pay $500. That's about 50K for one instrumental. Yeah, so I can't really say that there's a fixed price for my services. It varies.
Have you ever had any failed project?
Yeah, but I wouldn't term it as a failed project, because maybe we can just blame it on improper marketing skills. You know, like some tracks are done properly, but the artists don't put aside that budget for marketing them, and therefore it doesn't really do rounds on the media. And this is common. It's very common. Most artists don't really go into their pocket for that marketing. Okay. They'd rather pay for the audio and video and just upload the song on YouTube.
So what does it take to come up with a hit, a successful hit?
There has to be a good chemistry between the producer and the artist, because that's the only way they'll be able to communicate, you know, like, I want this here and here, you know. In terms of the arrangement, you have to also really take time to do that. There are arrangements that just make the song sweet, but people really don't look into that. So arrangement is very key. Then we have the instrumental, you know, you have to have very catchy melodies. The rhythm, you have to get nice drums, banging. Like for me, my signature is always the heavy bass, you know, I call it the 808. Yeah, it's called the 808. So yeah, you need to have some good bass, good rhythm, good melody, good arrangement. And for the artist, you have to deliver right to that beat. Like each beat has a certain mood that is supposed to be sung onto, you know. So you have to do it as it's needed. Yeah.
And what's the longest session you've ever had?
I think 2 days, but then we had breaks. I think it was a project that was supposed to be released a year after, so we just took our time with it. But then it varies. It depends on the preparedness of the artist and the producer. Someone who's very prepared can even take 2 hours in the studio, 2 to 4 hours. Sometimes it can go to 6 hours. Sometimes it can go to a day, because you need breaks here and there. Yeah, sometimes the artist is not well prepared, so they need extra time to polish it up. Sometimes this happens in the studio. Sometimes we advise them to go and polish it elsewhere and just come to perfect it and record. So it depends. There's no specific time.
What do you want to tell your fans or anyone that thinks this is the right path to take?
You need to stick to that path, because there will be a lot of challenges and things that will try to, you know, sway you from the path. But focus is very key. Believe in your dreams, believe in yourself, sharpen your skills always, every day. Turn on that keyboard, play it, make those beats every day, because the more you do it, the better you become.
And now we've come to that moment where, you know, we are about to have that session, that recording of all time, and I'm here with the baddest, of course. So turn the card.
She got everything, oh yeah.
So at this point, we're basically making the beat. Tumeshaweka what we call a synth. This was the first instrument of the beat.
Any moto.
Sawa. Then we have this flute. Then we have the hat loop. And the snares. And the kicks. And the reverb clap. So now at this point we are going to record. Start with the chorus.
You got everything I feel. You're my everything, everything, oh yeah. You got everything I need. You got everything I feel. You're my everything, everything, oh yeah. You got everything I need. You are everything I feel. You're my everything, everything, oh yeah. You got everything I need. You are everything I feel. You're my everything, everything, oh yeah. I will let it go past. Yeah. I will let it go past.
Riccobeatz, Mr. 808.
She got everything I need. She got everything I feel. You're my everything, everything, oh yeah. You got everything I need. You got everything I feel. You're my everything, everything, oh yeah. I won't let it go past. 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 Yeah. Shorty, when you mboka, shika pesa. Do that thing that make you smile. You're the reason that I got it, yeah. When you mboka, shika pesa. Do that thing that make you smile. You're the reason that I got it, yeah. They say that I'm gonna change. I'ma be different every day. You know that I like it. When you go different on my bed. They say that I'm gonna change. I'ma be different every day. You know that I like it. When you go different on my bed. She got everything I need. She got everything I feel. You're my everything, everything, oh yeah. You got everything I need. You got everything I feel. You're my everything, everything, oh yeah. I won't let it go past. Yeah. I won't let it go past.